Hello and welcome to my presentation. My name is Stefan Danner and I'm responsible for the LiSEC Training department. Throughout the next couple of minutes, I want to show to you how we want to support you by providing tailor-made trainings. Whenever we talk to our customers during a coffee break in the LiSEC Training Center about their major challenges, we find out that finding skilled employees, training them on their job, and then finally keeping them in the company is one of the toughest things to do. In case of a breakdown, it's exactly those skilled employees who act the right way and thereby mitigate the economic damage. Skilled employees are quality conscious and know the underlying processes. But for me, most important, they do not act like we've always done it that way. Instead, they search for the failure cause and are simply able to fix the problems. And this is why they have a major input on your economic success. But nowadays, skilled employees know about their own worth, they are agile and flexible, and they take advantage of the job market. And as a consequence, you might be confronted with personnel fluctuations and the loss of know-how. And this is exactly where we want to counteract by providing tailor-made trainings, as we want to help you to keep the level of know-how high. But this is not the primary goal. The primary goal is to help you to keep the skilled employees in your company. By providing tailor-made trainings, the employees which are sent to the training can improve their skills and they will feel appreciated, which might strengthen the relationship between you and him. And finally, this is one part of the puzzle to avoid personnel fluctuations. Jaco Simons from Vandaglas said, "Training is an investment in people that pays off." As engineers, we always tend to think about technical details and quality and troubleshooting in many cases. And all these things are part of a LiSEC training. But there's something more to a training, and it took me the project together with Vandaglas to realize what it is. I speak about training as a motivator, which can be a very, very helpful thing in cases of change processes. I think that the proverb, "Give a man a fish and feed him for a day," or "Teach a man how to fish and feed him for a lifetime," can be a nice slogan for our vision. I already talked about the customer Vandaglas Emmen, and I now want to come to the project which we did together with them. Vandaglas Emmen is a supplier of IG glass elements for the Dutch market. They are doing 3 shifts with 125 employees and 70 workers on the shop floor. Now that their equipment has come to an end of lifetime, they decided for LiSEC as their new machine supplier. And they did so, according to Jaco Simons, because LiSEC met their expectations about the data-driven future of the glass market best. The relationship between the LiSEC Training Center and Vandaglas started during a very challenging lamy cutting project. In order to get out the maximum amount of pieces, we sent trainers like Andreas Rummetshofer on site multiple times, and what they did was a kind of supervision training, meaning that our trainers were watching the operators on the shop floor, and then together they analyzed the miss breaks and the reasons why the reasons for bad quality. At the end of the training, the operators were able to analyze the miss breaks independently, set up the recipes the right way, and this way it was possible to minimize the miss breaks, maximize the output, and according to Ben Fennemer from Vandaglas, due to the skills that they got, they were able to reduce the number of miss breaks tremendously. In the following, Vandaglas also decided to go along with LiSEC for the IG line project. And for some of their operators, the step from their old IG line to the new data-driven LiSEC line simply seemed to be too huge. This is why the Vandaglas management decided to send them on training in Austria even before the line got installed. So they sent 4 supervisors, and together with our trainer Christian Schlögelhofer, you see him in the picture in the middle, they learned step by step by step how they can manage the transition from the old IG line to the new LiSEC data-driven way. More or less by accident, my colleague Katrin and me were on site in Emmen when the operators, the supervisors, returned from their stay in Austria. And honestly, this was one of my best moments in LiSEC, to see the joy and the motivation in their faces when they entered the room. And this was the moment when I realized that there's something more to training than simply providing facts and details. Dolf Kuiper from Vandaglas put it that way, that if you're on a change process, such changing from an old IG line to a new one, you also need to onboard your staff. It is not enough that they learn how to handle the machinery, but they need to be a part of the change process. You need to change the mindset. And this is what we reached via our training. Thanks a lot to Vandaglas that I was allowed to share your story. And now, before I come to an end, let me quickly talk about the LiSEC Training Center. The LiSEC Training Center is a part of the LiSEC after-sales service, and we are offering trainings for machine operators and maintenance men, for LiSEC software users and administrators, and in special cases, we also customize trainings for people in leading positions. New to our portfolio is the deep dive cutting. The cutting table is where it all starts. With a good cutting quality, you can reduce the amount of remakes and of spontaneous breakages. This is why we analyze the cut edges under the microscope and under polarized light and do various hands-on sessions. I really recommend this training. Never hesitate to book your training in Austria. Here we don't have any distractions, no production stress, and we have a place where we can experiment. Moreover, it's a possibility to visit the place where your machines have been built. We are looking forward to welcome you for your next training in the LiSEC Training Center. Now that we reach the end of the presentation, please, for further information, visit our website, which you will find via the VR code that you see at the moment. Please never forget about the sentence from Jaakko Simons, that training is an investment in people that pays off. Thank you.